Okay, we're back. Sorry, we had some technical issues. There's a lot of electricity around here, folks. There's a lot of storms around the area, and I think maybe the internet might have got knocked out a little bit. So I haven't checked the radar picture for a while, but Alma had the lead. Highlight call timeout. It's 12-7 Cardinals right now. But, yeah, we got a lot of storm activity around here. I'm just hopeful we don't get electricity or like that. Yeah, this is some pretty good-sized storms moving straight east and moving through. It's going to be affecting, well, time is it? 5 o'clock, 5:12. It's knocking on the door for Bartley and Cambridge and stuff like that. It's going to moving through here pretty quick. So, anyway, 12-8 score. Highline with the points. Bulls with the serve. Apologize about that. Again, our coverage on our Kicks 96.1 YouTube channel only. We'll go back radio both. And there's an ace serve by Highline to make it 12-9. There's a missed serve by Highline to make it 13-9. Alma will get the serve right back. We'll see Camry Neal back at the service line. Haley Neubauer will check in at back row as well for the Alma Cardinals. 13-9 ball game, float serve. Highline will set it up with Pole, tipped over a tip, good dig, tight pass. Moore, oh, it looked like Moore was in the net. They didn't see it that time. Big swing in the middle. Kept alive by Scott, bumps it by Moore. Epps sends it over, chance for the Bulls right here. Pole, slam, Ruda. Lauren Ruda makes it a 13-10 ball game. Again, best 3 out of 5 in these winners bracket games. Southwest already a 3-set winner for Med Valley in the opener. 13-10 here and an ace serve by Claire Pole to make it a 2-point game, 13-11. Ruda on the serve again. Line drive, picking on Neal, back row. They set it up far side, clear cross court. More out of bounds. 1-point game, 13-12. Got a tight one here in the first round matchup once again. RPAC Conference first round. Here from Southwest High. 1-seed Rough Riders already in to the final match tonight. Push over this time by Poole. Chance for the Bulls. Tie it right here. Tapped and can't be off the fingertips that time. Ruda found a place right that front row. I didn't think anybody covered down, but tipped it short, 14-12. Vade Knepp at the service line in a 2-point game. Backpedaling. It's going to be Pole sets it up. Swing on that left side. Blocked in the play was Stubbs that time. Chance for the Bulls to get it right back. Ruda works the middle. This time blocked. Single block. Thurston Moore. 15-12. Alma by 3 again. Cardinals get the serve right back. Back at the service line. Bay Knepp on the float serve that time. Going to be Pole sets it up. They go to Ruda again. Going to her a lot. Swings all the way good. 15-13. Highline hanging around. Bulls go back to their bench. Kubert will check back in. Poles will set. Kylie Kubert, good serve. Back set near side. Moore gets a swing. Cross court kills good. Nice job cutting that shot. 16-14. They have 16-14. I had to give Highline a point. 16-14 score. And Alma gets the ball right back. Nice kill that time. Good cut shot by Thurston Moore. On the good serve. Back pedaling this time. It's going to be Claire Pole. And work now the left side. Stubbs. And can't be picked up. Back row pass once again by Neal. Not quite able to get that front. It's a 1-point game. 16. Is it? Okay, there. I think I had my right the first time on the score. Now it's 16-14. So I did have it right, 16-13 a while back. So it's 16-14 and an ace serve. There's 16-15 as Highline goes cross court on Lauren Ruda with a nice swing. On the serve, it's a 1-point game. 16-15 Bulls. Trailing by 1, rolls. Nice job on the serve. A lot of topspin on that one. Set up for more off her fingertips. That was Scott that time got a swing. And now free balled over by the Bulls. Chance for Alma. Need a point right here, and Moore blocked the play. Single block, tie ball game. Riley Schultz, we're tied at 16-16 in the first. So, didn't have a chance to watch the first meeting between the two teams, but Alma swept him. I probably should have went back and looked at the scores, see if they were close. Little short serve, overpass, and tipped over and sent backwards. And Highline's got a 1-point lead. (17-16) Highline. Set number 1, line drive, Sir Neal. Kind of a little sideways, saved by Moore. Cameron Scott, roll shot over, picked up by Highline. Set from Pole and swung on by Schultz. Alma there. Scott has to tip. Highline's there. Pushed over on 2. Sometimes you see 2 hits called, and they didn't that time, but pushed over by Alma. Chance for Highline. Schultz gets a swing off a block, and it's out of bounds. Point Highline, 18-16. Coach Moore has got both their timeouts. She'll burn one right here. Alma and Highline. The Bulls are up by 2. First set, 18-16. Back to Bartley in just a moment. Off the timeouts by Coach Jennifer Moore and Alma. Both teams have. I think we're back on. We just had, and this is no big surprise as we got a lot of thunderstorms in the area. I think we're still on. Lights went out, flickered. Change the battery. Change the battery. Change the battery. I do believe we're still on our Kicks 96.1 YouTube channel. Everything went dark. And, yeah, as we got storms going throughout the area. That kind of scared me to death. Lights going out just like that. Yeah, double checking. Yes, we're still on our Kicks 96.1 YouTube channel. Oh, man, I'm tired of thunderstorms. It's fall, it's October. Come on. Mother Nature needs to quit doing this. Moore, big swing, tap, good save. Cover was there. Highlight, big swing. That should be 4 hits, and it was 18-17. Alma gets a point back. 18-17 in the first. On the good serve, back row pass, got the libero in there. Highline does this time. Going to set up for Schultz. Big swing, out of bounds. Too strong, no touch. 18 all in the first. We've got an update from Dundee County. Maxwell over Wanning Palisade in set number 1, 25-18. Knew that'd be a good match. Cheers to Moore back at the service line. An 18-18 tie in set number 1. On the good serve. Back row pass, nicely done. Pole will set it up. Schultz goes cross court. Kills on the way and good. Way cross court. 19-18. High line by 1. Nice effort by Vaden Epp that time near the sideline. Bentley Stubbs, lefty at the service line. Epp a little sideways. More back row attack, and it's going to go long out of bounds. So back to a 2-point Highline lead, 20-18. On the good serve, right back row by Moore. Going to be set far side. Big swing by Scott. Actually off kind of her fingertips again. Schultz gets another swing, goes cross court. Epps right there. Going to be set by Poole. Tapped over and out of bounds wide. Oh, Alma thought they had it that time, but the line judge said no. 21-18. Stubbs back at the service line. Epp, good first pass. Far side Poole. Shoots across way. Kills on the wing. Good. Big swing that time. Taylor Poole. 21-19 our score. And a short serve that time and a missed opportunity. 22-19. Short serve that time by Haley Neubauer. She'll check out now. Abby Poole back to play back row. 22-19. The Highline with the 3 points away from capturing this first set. On the good serve by Hubert. Back set. Poole swing. Good cover that time. Bump set. Schultz pushes it over on a kind of a swat that time. From just across midcourt with the left side of the court. 23-19. Good serve, back penalties, more. Tough pass to handle, tipped over by Cameron Scott. Chance for Highline, pushes it over off a block. Nice tool that time. Claire Poole, tooled it off the block. Set point number one, once again for the Bulls, 24-19. On the serve, a deep serve, would have went out of bounds, but Neal took it. Bump set by Moore. Epp will have to bump it over. Chance for the Bulls right here. Sets, Suda, Schultz, swing, picked up by Moore. Pushed over by Epp. Chance for the Bulls to win the set right here, up 24-19. Schultz, big swing, off hands, out of bounds. 25-19, Alma wins set, Highline wins set number one. We're back to Bartley, Southwest, the RPAC Conference Volleyball Tournament. Highline 1-0 lead over Alma. Back with more RPAC Conference Volleyball in just a little bit. Back here at Southwest High School. Other scores from the second set of games. Cambridge down the way in their home gym over Bertrand 25-12. Maywood Hayes Center with a 25-14 win over Wallace. We mentioned Maxwell over Waddington Palisade 25-18. We just saw Highline defeat Alma 25-19. We've got an issue, I think, with a leaking roof here at Southwest. Look at our YouTube channel. You're noticing the left side of the page, left side of the screen, officials, and I don't have the screen, doesn't get that far, but some of the Southwest officials, Mr. Billiter, Mr. Springer, superintendent, and principal. We got storms rolling through the area, and I know when I left McCook about 2:15, it was just pouring rain, and I knew it was going to make it this way. That front was drifting to the east, and some of these storms are dropping a lot of rainfall. So we had a little bit of a power glitch there toward the end of the first set as well. So that's what we got. Okay. Randy Harper says it's sprinkling and he looks to clear up. Mr. Meteorologist Randy Harper, by the way. But still, it's been some electricity and stuff like that. But I know it's rain, so that rain on the roof, I don't know what they're going to do. I have no idea. We'll get back into play here shortly here at Bartley for the RPAC Conference Tournament. Again, Highline with a 1-0 lead over Alma. We'll get this thing going here shortly. Again, folks watching our Kicks 96.1 YouTube channel, this is not a good situation because I don't know how much it's rained. I've been outside a while, and the storm's going through the area, but there is a leak. They've had for the past month. They had some issues, and on the north side of the court, just outside in the basketball free throw lane, where the back line of the volleyball court kind of goes right through the lane, right at that back spot, right and smack dab in the middle, there is a leak. They've got a towel out there and just get it mopped up, and it still leaks. So I don't know how they're going to continue this game. I don't think they're going to be able to continue this game at all tonight. You got to find a gym. You probably got to move everything to another gym. They're going to play in the other. They're going to move over to the Bartley's other gym, which is a Cracker Jack box. And I'm not for sure I'd be able to broadcast over there because it's no seating. I don't know. Maybe work makes something happen. Make it work. We'll keep you posted. We'll have the camera on. Rich Barnett back here, our Kicks 96.1 YouTube coverage. Alma and Highline still in a delay. The roof is leaking here at Southwest on the north side of the court. You know, they do it. Southwest has another gym, but it's the old Twin Valley gym, and the gym floor is not great. It's just that's the honest truth. It's you can't play on it. Just for an RPAC conference volleyball tournament, I would not. No, not a chance. So I think just kind of heard rumors that they're trying maybe to find another gym. The RPAC schools that's not. Well, of course, you got Arapahoe down. Cambridge is being used right now. Go to Arapahoe maybe. Just down the road. McCook's being occupied tonight because the Lady Bison have matches up there. The college is being used because MCC's got home matches tonight. So that's kind of the kicker right now. We're just kind of hanging on and see what they're doing. I think the rain is supposed to move out, quit raining, but will it? There's still water on the roof. So All right, I'll check back in. I'm just going to leave it right here. I'm going to pan over. That's over there, once again, where the leak is at, where they're kind of standing right now, as we pan our YouTube channel over there right now. First set, Highline wins 25-19. Southwest won in straight sets the opening match of the night in 3 over Medicine Valley. Highline won set number 1, and we're getting ready for set number 2. And there had been some, in the first set, they had kind of tended to it a little bit, and I'm sure hoping it would quit, but it hasn't, apparently. So, anyway, I'll check back in here shortly and see if we can find something out. Cross fingers. Cross fingers. All right, Rich, back here. Again, we're a little delay right now. We've had the roof leak a little. They had some rain, very heavy rain go through Bartley. And they think they've got it stopped. Crossing fingers. Just talked to athletic director Les Rodenkamp. They're crossing fingers. It's stopped. They have. Rumors are true. Like I said earlier, they have talked to Arapahoe about moving everything down there. So that would take, of course, a little time to get everybody down there warmed up and everything. So we still have 2 more matches after this one. So it could be a late night. It could be a darn late night, that's for sure. See if we get any updates once again in our other contest. Maywood Hayes Center with a 2-0 lead over Wallace. They beat Wallace 25-6. And that's the only other one I've received just so far. Got a little warm-up time, 2 minutes warm-up time, so let the teams warm up a little bit, and we'll be ready to go, I think. We are back into play. 2-1 Alma lead to open up the second set. Had a little bit of delay with the roof and everything, but crossing fingers on this, though. It won't leak anymore. Good serve. Over right there is Neal. Going to be bump set by Scott. Far side, 10-foot lines. Moore goes cross-court. Set up by Pole. Little roll shot over that time by Kubert. Tight set to Epp. She just bumped it over, blocked, pushed back over, hit backwards, pushed over and bumped over by Neal. Chance for the Bulls right here. Second set, far side. Back row picked up by Alma, pushed over by Epp, goes front row, and it worked that time. It's 3-1 Cardinals. I think I haven't any updates since. Vaden Epp back to serve, and updates from other games. I guess I has. It's Maxwell over Juanita Palisade. Boy, the Wildcats up 2-0. 25-22 in this one. 4-1 Cardinals. In the set, down a set. Backpedaling. Set by Pole. Big swing this time. Back row picked up by Neal. Going to be set by Scott far side. Neubauer picked up by the Bulls. Set by Pole. Kubert. Another pack up by Neal. The work more tough pass off the tip, and it should be 4 hits. It falls 5-1. In the second. Big swing out of bounds. Too strong that time. Going middle with Ruda. Cardinals off to a good start. Lost the first set. We're up early in the first set. And then Highline rallied and overpass, and Moore's right there. With 2 hands, sends it over. It's 7-1 Cardinals. Coach Lunger will go to his bench. Piper Foles will be checking back in. Cambridge a 2-0 lead over Bertrand. Trojans a little bit closer second set, 25-20 in that one. Cambridge up 2-0 down the way down to Cambridge. That's the second match of the night. Big swing by Ruda. That's 4 hits. Yeah, it didn't clear. 8-1. On the serve by Vaden Epp. Pole. Roll shot over this time by Poles. Scott far side. Actually, Moore this time. Not going to go outside. They went middle with Moore that time. Off hands, 9-1. Timeout, Highline. All Alma in set number 2. 9-1 scored, second set. Kicks 96.1 YouTube channel coverage of Highline and Alma. Highline won the first set 25-19. We had a delay with a leaky roof. Apparently we're crossing fingers, knock on wood, that it's holding up. And Alma's off to a good start. Second set, Vaden Epp back at the service line. Back row pass nicely past this time to Pole. Ruda's getting the swing. Good dig by Epp. Down to her knee that time, but kind of shanked the pass, sent in the crowd at 9-2. Southwest has already won their match. They still have this match, another match, and then they'll play the nightcap. Winner of this match will play Southwest coming up tonight. Loser of this match will play Med Valley in the next match. Big swing off of hands that time by Neubauer. Bumped over by Ruda, sends it over. Chance for the Cardinals again with Neal. Scott Moore has to tap it over, and it's going to be net violation against Alma. I'm sorry, against Highline. 10-2 Cardinals. We had a little power flicker here that went dark for like 3 seconds. And a net serve by Alma, 10-3. And I was worried about that more than anything with the storm when I coming down here from McCook. All the lightning in the air. Oh, my gosh. It was all around. I thought, that's not good. Missed serve by Highline. 11-3 Cardinals. Again, this is a best 3 out of 5 winners bracket game. Here's to more at the service line. Good dig. Sets by Pohl. Big swing by Schultz off hands. Poole sends it up far side. Scott gets a chance down the line. Good dig. Good cover. Schultz works that middle again. Swat at the ball. Picked up by Moore. Hit the backboard. And now bumped over by Alma. About to go out of bounds wide on the third pass by Abby Poole. 11-4 our score in the second. Alma up. Piper pulls at the service line. Epp, good first pass, far side. Poole. Roll shot over this time by Taylor Poole. Big swing off blocks. The kills on the way in. Good. Nice attack by Kylie Kubert. Young sophomore outside makes it 11-5 ball game. Pulls back at the service line again. Down 6. Moore. Good first pass, not bad. Tiersten got to stay behind that 10-foot line. She does. Back row attack. Back row off the Kubert shot. Roll shot over by Scott. Chance for Highline. The bump set. Not a good pass and dunked over right there on the bad pass. Taylor Poole. 12-5 Alma. In set number 2. Good dig. The libero went down that one. Kind of shanked it a little bit, but sent over by the Bulls. Chance for Alma right here with Moore. Poole sits it up far side. Baden-Epp gets a big swing, but out of bounds long. No touch. Didn't get the touch. 12-6. Camry Neal back in the back into play back row for Alma. Haley Neubauer will sit. Line drive serve. Moore tough pass. Moore as Scott had to go up for it that time. And Highline is right there. 12-7 Bulls creeping a little closer. It's a 5-point game. Back at the service line. Line drive serve with just wide out of bounds. Man, I tell you, Riley Schultz puts a little heat on that. And now they're going to say they're going to change it. And it was a made serve. So make it now 12-8. Is that right? Timeout Alma. Cardinals want to talk about 12-8 Cards in the second on the Kicks 96.1 YouTube channel. Back here at Bartley, 12-8. Alma's lead has dropped down to 4 now here in set number 2. Again, Highline won the first set 25-19. Strong serve again. And a shank serve and an ace serve. 12-9. Riley Schultz serving some right at picking on Neal in the back corner. 3-point game. 12-9. Closest it's been for a while. Line drive serve. This time Moore. Bump set Scott, not a good pass, tipped over. Highline's right there, tipped over, and it hits the line. Nice job, Baden-Epp that time, 13-9. Cardinals up by 4 again. Cameron Scott back at the service line. On the good serve, line cross court wasn't a good serve. Missed it, 13-10. Back at the service line, Claire Pohl for Highline. Down 3, up a set. Scott could pass the handle. Baden-Epp, big swing. Good attack mode that time off the hands of Piper Poles out of bounds, 14-10. That might have been the best setup of the entire night for Alma right there. Good back row pass, good setup that time, and a great attack mode by Epp. Camry Neal back at the service line. Backpedal a little bit. It's going to be set by Pole. Worked the middle of Rudolph. Off hands that time. Saved by Moore. Oh, she crossed the line. She sure did. Yep, she did. Yeah, she thought she just had one, but I think she had, well, look at the replay. I thought she had both. Maybe not. 15-10. No, 14-11. I'm sorry. 14-11 score. Highline gets served back. And a missed serve by the Bulls. Didn't need that. 15-11 now. Haven't really received any updates. All right, my good buddy Greg Tetley, weather chaser, storm chasers, keep me posted. Apparently could be another line of storms coming in at about 8 o'clock or so. Dang it, Greg, we don't need that tonight. Suda gets a swing. Little roll shot over right there is Scott. Poole will set it up far side, but in the net. Pass letter into the net, couldn't stay out of it, 15-12. Again, Cambridge with a 2-0 lead over Bertrand down the road in Cambridge. Maxwell has a 2-0 lead over Juanita Palisade. Maywood Hay Center a 2-0 lead over Wallace. The other matchups in the RPAC second games of the night. Moore swing off hands, good dig, kept alive. Pole sets it up. Off hands and it falls. Bristol Kubert that time makes it a 15-13 game. Taylor Poole will check back in for Alma. Ruda back at the service line. Right at Poole. Going to be bump set by Poole. Moore will have to bump it over. Free balled it over. Chance for the Bulls right here. It's a 2-point game. They'll go back set, far side. Back row picked up by Poole. Moore's right there. Scott fell down. She kind of lost her footing. Kind of sliding to her right. And then crossed the line. Got the setup, but cross line. 15-14. 1-point game. Good serve once again. Good dig by Epp. Push over by Moore. Chance for high line. They're down one. Big swing. Schultz long out of bounds. She hit a rocket, but hit it 5 feet or more out of bounds. 16-14. Cardinals back at the service line. Abby Poole. Good first pass. Will set a Pole. Schultz goes cross court. Good dig by Epp. Hit it straight up. Set. Not a good pass to Cameron Scott. Back set a little bit. Right on the net. That didn't have a chance. 16-15. Back at the service line is Bentley Stubbs again. Back row pass by Scott. It'll be set by Poole. Back set. Moore gets a swing. Cross court kills. Good. Good setup that time by the Cardinals. 2-point Alma lead, 17-15 in set number 2. Alma at the service line with Kirsten Moore. Bumps, Pole, Schultz swing, cross court. App is right there again, kind of camped under it. Scott, swing goes cross court. Pole will set it up. It's going to be set over this time by Schultz. Poole will send it over now. Pole will set up. Schultz again. Back row. Good pickup. Moore. Scott pushes it over. Highlights right there. Good cover. Schultz another swing in the donut. Not quite a donut. Nah. It just back row. Moore was a little bit farther back. Kind of right in front of her that time. 17-16. Alma 1-point lead. It's kind of been 1-2. The 1-2. It's kind of been back and forth, deep serve. Moore's right there. Not a good first pass. We'll have to bump it over now. Chance for highline. Schultz. Not a good first pass. Pole saved the day. Overpass by Alma. Pole now will send it over on 2. Set by Poole. Epp will send it over. Bump sets. Swung on back row. Moore's right there. Set by Poole. Cameron Scott roll shot dug up. Bump set by Pole. And a swing short of the net that time by Kylie Kubert. 2 points. Alma lead again, 18-16 in the second. Coach Lerninger will go back to his bench. Piper pulls back to play back row. In for Bristol Cubert. Back at the service line, once again, Haley Neubauer. And missed the serve out of bounds long. 18-17. Alma by 1. Camry Neal will check back in the back row to play in libero spot. Back at the service line once again is Riley Schultz. A missed serve. Boy, she'd been hitting some bullets earlier. Going cross court a lot of times, but that didn't work. 19-17. 2-point game on the serve by Cameron Scott. Schultz right there. Pohl will set it up, and it's going to be Ruda who's back in the front row. Good dig by Scott. Set by Pohl. Tight set to Epp down the line. Wide out of bounds. Coach Moore for Alma thought might have been a touch that time. Didn't get a call. 19-18. Alma by 1 again. Highline won the first set, 25-19. Good serve, deep serve. Niels right there. Set by Poole. Epp will send it over. Bumped, fisted over by Ruda. Chance for the Cardinals right here. Scott far side. Epp taps over, and it went behind the antenna. And we are tied at 19 apiece here in the second. A little reminiscent of what happened first set. Alma had the lead and then lost it late. Deep serve. Epp's right there, set by Scott. Epp's going to get it back, big swing, and through the block. Cardinals get a point back to the first one to 20-19 in the second. Cameron Neal back at the service line. Moore back in the front row once again for Alma. And a 1-point Cardinal lead. Good serve. Pohl set a, not to go to Ruda, not the case, and it goes out of bounds. The swing by Kylie Kubert that time. Out of bounds. 2-point Cardinal lead, 21-19. Cameron Neal back at the service line. Good dig that time by Bentley Stubbs. Pushed over by Ruda that time. Going to be in the net more. Points on 2 that time. Was looking to swipe it over. That might have been really the only play she had. And it's a 1-point game again, 21-20. Bristol Cubert back in the front row. Checking in. The serve is a good one. Cameron Neal's right there. Bump set by Scott. Moore gets a swing off hands. High line right there. Pohl. Ruda's going to get a good swing off single block. Saved. And now big swing by Epp off a block. Good. Boy, big time bump set by Kirsten Moore. And Epp came out with a huge swing. And the kill's good. 22-20. Epp back the service line. And a 2-point Alma lead. On the good short serve, good dig, hit sideways, pushed over. Chance for Alma right here. Scott, Moore, set wasn't a good one. Overpass, Ruda, good dig by Neal. Pushed over, off hands, and it falls in. Alma at that time with Neubauer. Off hands that time, 23-20, Cardinals by 3. First time it's kind of either been 1 or 2 in a point for a while. 23-20. Cardinals, timeout, Highline. We're back to Bartley in just a moment. Kicks 96.1 YouTube channel. Back here in Bartley, updates from Hayes Center. Maywood Hayes Center with a win over Wallace. Complete the sweep. 25-19 in the third. So the Wolves, the 2 seed in the West, move on. 23-20 here. Alma by 3 here in the second. Highline up a set. Cross-court kills. Good. Bristol Cubert. Impressive swing that time. Cross-court. And the Bulls get within 2 again. 23-21. Important second set for Alma to win this. Boy, you don't want to be down in a hole 2-0, down 0-2 and big-time hole and have to win the next 3. Good job of the serve with a lot of top spin. Moore will have to bump it over, free ball it over. Chance for the Bulls right here. Sets. Schultz, little flat foot, goes back row, and it hit the back line good, 23-22. Riley Schultz, again, a little flat foot about the 10-foot line, and it's like, okay, how's this going to work? And they just got enough topspin on it, and it rolled and hit, 23-22. Alma by 1. Coach Moore's got a timeout left as she needs it. Good hard serve. Neal's right there. Good pass to Poole. Moore, big swing off blocks, off hands. And we got set point number 1 for Alma, 24-22. The 24-22 in the second. Try to even up this match at 1 set apiece. Back row pass, shanked a little bit, saved. Swung it over, and they're going to say Neal got hands on it. Overpass, hit back row Schultz. Chance for Alma with Poole. Moore has to reach back, goes back row, nice dig. Poole sets it up near side, big swing off hands, kept alive by Poole. Going to be bump set, free and over, tough pass. Alma still's got it. Far side Cameron Scott cross court, and shanked pass, and Highline cannot reach it. And there's your second set. 25-22 Alma. We're tied at a set apiece. We're back to Bartley set number 3 in just a bit on our Kicks 96.1 YouTube channel. Ready for set number 3 back here at Kicks 96.1 YouTube channel. Is Alma and Highline tied at 1 set apiece. Bulls won the first set 25-19. Highline came back and won set number 2 25-22. Cameron Scott far side. Vaden Epp had a big second set swinging, that's for sure. Now pushed over by Pole. Right there is Epp, going to be set by Scott. Epp, again, a big swing off hands and out of bounds off Highline, and the Cardinals are up 1-0 in the first set. Again, we're going to take a, oh, cool, yeah. Cool. We're going to play a 4th set no matter what. It's 1-1. Med Valley's over there waiting. The loser of this game, they'll play coming up in the next match. Camry Neal with a nice serve. Claire Pole will set it. Ruda couldn't do anything with it. Bump it over. Fisted over by Alma. Chance for the Bulls right here. And now bumped over again by Ruda. Couldn't get the offense going. Bump sent by Scott. Big swing by Moore off a block. Single block. Ruda was there, but Alma with the big swing at 2-0 Cardinals in set number 3. I probably shouldn't say anything, but haven't had an issue with the water, the leak. You had a water leak after the first set, and it's been pretty cool since. That's good. Overpass Alma. Ruda gets a swing. Cross-court kills out of bounds wide. No touch. Cardinals up 3-0. Set number 3. Cambridge completes the sweep over Bertrand, 25-20. First set was in the close. The last two were 25-20. Second and third. So Cambridge moves on. No big surprise there. Big swing off hands off of Scott's point. Highline, 3-1. Maxwell completes the sweep over Juanita Palisade. I thought that was a 50-50 game. Coin flip. So Maxwell, the Wildcats move on. 25-22 over Juanita Palisade. Moore, big swing. Picked up Pole. Ruda tight set off hands that time. Overpass Alma. Sets. Ruda again. And then right in front of Camry Scott. And it's a 3-2 ball game. Who's going to win this set number 3? Advantage going to the 4th set. 3-2. Alma with that lead. Claire Pole at the service line. Far side, turns some more. Big swing off the block. Dug and saved. Nice job. Saved that time defensively by Highline. Tight set to Moore. And right there is Alma with Ruda, who's been solid up on that block up front. Swipes it. 3-3 ball game. Back at the service line. Claire Pole again. Trying to take that lead for the first time here in set number 3. And missed the serve. Boy, just kind of looked after when she hit it, kind of hit off the side of her hand, maybe, possibly. Alma gets it back. Vaden Epp at the service line. On the good serve and an ace serve. The bottom dropped out of that, baby. Nice effort that time. Bristol Kubert back row for the Bulls. 5-3. Cardinals by 2 again in set number 3. Epp with a good serve. This was Gasela. Oh, it would have went way out of bounds, and Schultz went after it. That thing was sailing 4 feet out of bounds, I think. But Schultz went after it, and then not a good pass. 6-3 on the ace serve. Epp back at the service line again. Right back at Schultz. This time a good, not bad, but tapped over by Pole. Had to go flat-footed since she's in the back row. Pole will set it up near side, left side. Swing by Kubert. Alma bumped over by Moore. Chance for the Bulls right here. Pole set it. It's going to be bumped over. No, it's going to be Ruda in the net. 7-3. Alma starting to maybe pull away just a little bit. Again, the winner of this match will get a game off and then play Southwest coming up later on tonight. Vaden Epp at the service line. Back row pass goes straight up. Going to be bump set by Ruda. Push over. That time by Stubbs. Oh my gosh, look who with the cat drug in. Coach Derek Bannum's up here. And the kill's on the wing. Good, it's 8-3. You want to put a pair of headphones on, do color? Gosh dang it, I bet you'd be good at color. I know you'd be good at color. Are you getting the basketball itch yet? Are you getting the basketball itch yet? Not quite yet. Pole sets it at Ruda, puts a dent in the floor in that time. 8-4, much needed kill that time for Highline. Alma looked like maybe starting to, a little bit early in this third set, start to pull away just a tad. Kylie Kubert back at the service line. On the serve, back row pass by Neal. Poole, shift a little bit more, big swing off hands. Her kill's on the wing, good. Moore and Epp, two pretty good swingers for Alma. 9-4 ball game. Ooh, I forgot to change that. Thank you very much. 9-4, set Moore, and out of bounds long. 9-5, yeah. I knew Coach Bannon was up here for a. No, it is 1-1. Oh, I thought a mistake. Never mind. 9-5 ball game. As substitutions for Highline, they will bring Piper Poles back in the lineup. Kylie Kubert kind of went to the bench a little bit. Not sure what happened, but not feeling well. But we have a net violation to be called against Alma. 9-6 ball game. Getting attended by a trainer. Looks like pointed toward that left ankle a little bit. Might have tweaked it. Short serve. Good dig by Scott. Alma. Nope. It's going to be a net violation. Going to be called against Neubauer, who crossed the line. And again, Alma kind of built a nice lead there, and they've given some points back. It's a 2-point game, 9-7. Lauren Ruda back at the service line. Good hard serve, Cameron Neal. Set far side Poole. Scott, good swing, out of bounds, long, no touch. 9-8 ball game in the third. As they had to chase the volleyball clear back in the equipment room back there. Lauren Ruda back at the service line. Schultz moves up front row. She's been pretty good at hits nine as well. Good serve. Neal's right there. Going to be bumped up by Neubauer. Scott will have to push it over on three. Pole sets it up. Big swing and didn't get a lot on it that time by Bristol Kubert. In the net. Points 10-8. Moore back to serve now. Really good three-sport athlete. Watch her in the basketball court. And, of course, running hurdles in the spring. And an ace serve hit the top of the tape and fell. 11-8. Alma honestly hasn't had an Alma volleyball year. I mean, record-wise, just it's kind of been. I think if they would admit, it's got to be kind of been a mediocre season. Big swing out of bounds, no touch. Working that middle this time with Kubert. Cards up by 4 again, 12-8 in the third. Moore back at the service line again. Back row pass nicely done. It's going to be set here near side. Schultz going to get a big swing. Kills on the wing. Good. Nice effort by Vaden Knepp. Dug at that time, trying to keep it alive. Couldn't do it. 12-9. Cards by 3. Back at the service line. Bentley Stubbs for Highline. On the good serve, a lot of top spin. Epp, good first pass. Poole, far side. Poole, off hands, saved. Pushed over by Highline. Chance for the Cards to use it. More. Poole to go far side. Cameron Scott. Cross court kills, good. Off the hands of Harris that time, a young freshman libero. 13-9 ball game. Alma back to the service line. Haley Neubauer. Let her serve, and then they'll bring Cameron Neal back in. And we lost the scoreboard. There we go. Somebody just kind of kicked the cord out. That Stacy Wilson kicks those cords out every gosh dang game she's at. Big swing by Schultz. Blasted, picked up by Moore. Set, and now bumped over by Poole. Chance for the Bulls to get within 3 if they can convert. Schultz, big swing, cross court. Off of Abby Poole, out of bounds. 13-10 ball game. Neal will check back in, back to her libero spot. Neubauer will set. Bulls get it back, down 3. Tied at a set apiece here in set number 3. Second match of the night here at Southwest. On the good line drive serve, Moore's right there, set by Cameron Scott, far side. Epp goes high, blocks. Alma chance. F's going to get another swing. Off blocked again, and it falls on Highline side. Bulls and everybody here toward the left side, that front row to dig it up. 14-10, Cardinals in the third. Back at the service line is Cameron Scott's cross court. He bump set by Pole. A swing, not much on it. Morris right there. Scott far side up, a big swing. Off hands, dug up by Harris. Sets, swung on by Poles. Kills on the wing, good. 14-11. Highline sticking close. We'll see Ruda check back in front row. Schultz, who's got a pretty mean serve. Back at the service line in a 3-point Alma lead. On the good serve, line drive right at Moore. Set up for Ep far side. Off, boy, kind of a change-up that time. He's kind of had that weird look on her face like, okay, I'll take it. 15-11. Be off the fingertips. 4-point game again. Cameron Neal back at the service line in a 4-point Alma lead. Set number 3. Who's going to get this third set? Again, best 3 out of 5 and trying to win it in the fourth. Cameron Neal, a good serve. Claire Poole has a good pass to handle. Ruda swing, partially blocked to the net. Poole will set up for Moore. Off hands and picked up by Highline. They work the middle to Ruda this time. Cross-court kills on the wing, good. You know, Alma and Highline, you know, with Moore and Ruda, they move them around really nicely. They don't stay in the same spot all the time. 15-12. Now Claire Pole's back row to serve now. On the good serve, Neubauer, good first pass. Set up for Moore, off hands, kills on the wing, good. 16-12, so Highline get within 3, but that's it. It's Highline answering after every time. I think we've got any new scores lately from the other venues. Cambridge won the second round match in 3. Maxwell did the same, and a pass that time broke down for the Bulls, 17-12. Both coaches have both timeouts left if they need them. And Coach Loons is going to take it. 17-12 Alma. We're back after the break on the Kicks 96.1 YouTube channel. After the first timeout taken by Highline, 17-12. Biggest lead in a while for Alma at 5, 17-12. Back set far side. Ruda didn't get a lot on it, but she got enough. My gosh. A little off balance. Was going right. Kind of hit it left a little bit. 17-13. Back at the service line, Piper Poles for Highline. 17-13. Alma. Good first pass by Neal. Poole back set. Moore gets a swing. Off the block, dug up, sent over by Highline. Cameron Scott, Moore, good swing that time. Good pass by Cameron Scott. Set her up well. It's 18-13. Take care, man. Coach Bantam, you betcha. Back at the service line once again is Abby Poole. 5-point Alma lead. Trying to go up 2-1 in this one. Hit straight up by Kubert. Bump sets by Ruda and sent over Kubert out of bounds wide. 19-13. Cardinals push that lead to 6. Abby Poole back at the service line. They hit the top of the tape. Good job by Schultz. Concentration. Ruda blocked. Single block by Kirsten Moore. Cardinals first to 20 at 20-13. Back at the service line again is Abby Poole. On the serve. A little high that time. And now bumped over by Heinlein. Chance for the Cards right here. Set Poole to work more again. She's got the hot hand off hands. Off a block. Off a Ruda. Point. Alma 21-13. Biggest lead in a while. Timeout, Coach Lunger. He'll burn his final timeout. 21-13 Cards. We're back to Bartley shortly in the Kicks 96.1 YouTube channel. Off the final timeout taken by Coach Lunger over at Highline, 21-13 Alma in the third. We're tied at a set apiece. Pohl sets it up. Good swing by Ruda. Good dig that time by Epp. Bumped over by Moore. Alma couldn't do anything with it. Highline needs some offense right here. Ruda, big swing. Good dig by Neal. Pushed over by Scott and finds a hole with the left hand. It's 22-13. 22-13, Cards in the third. And a missed serve. Oh, Poole kind of knew it right away. Dang it. 22-14. We'll have a fourth set no matter what. Excuse me, no matter what. With being tied at one apiece. We're going to be behind schedule with the delay. Poole sets it up far side. Tight set. And it's going to be net violation as Cameron Scott went to bump and her hands came up and touched that net. It'll be 22-15. Alma's still got a little nice, kind of comfortable lead here. Late in the third. Ruda, good swing. That's Neal took it. I thought it would have went long out of bounds. More big swing, cuts it a little bit. Chance for Highline. Schultz, big swing. Back row picked up by Neal. Poole sets it far side. Scott's going to get a swing. Going back row. Fisted. Bumped. And sent over by Highline. Good dig by Neal and now bumped over. Chance for the Bulls right here. Set by Poole. Roll shot down the line. Picked up by Neal. Hit a little sideways. Bumped over by Churston Moore. Chance for the Bulls again with Poole. Sets it in the middle of Schultz. Thinks it over. Just tips it over that time. Didn't get it much. Moore's got to tip it again. Chance for Highline. Push over on two. Chance for the Cards with Poole, far side. Scott swing and 4 hits. 22-16. Coach Moore's got 2 timeouts if she needs them. Lauren Ruda back at the service line. In the nets. Yeah, that's a tough one to deal with right there. 23-16 on the missed serve. Churston Moore back at the service line. 23-16. Set by Pohl. Near side. Schultz off hands. Off the block. Good. Count that kill. 23-17. High line to the service line of Bentley Stubbs. Need a run here, 23-17. Good first pass by Epp. Poole shoots it far side. Poole will tap it over. Chance for Highline right here. Work the middle of Schultz off a swing. 4 hits. And here's set points. Number 1 for Alma in the third to go up 2-1 at 24-17. Back at the service line, Niebauer. Short serve, and it's an ace serve. They caught the libero back a little deep that time, 25-17. And that's your set number 3. Alma's 2-1 lead. Go to the fourth. Back with more in Bartley in just a moment. Kicks 96.1 YouTube channel. Back here at Southwest High School. The one and only stud, Colin Day. Holy cow, man. Holy cow. Hello, Colin. Alma and Highline. 2-1 Cardinals. We go to the fourth. The Highline, can they force the fifth? Miss serve. Not a good way to start for the Bulls. 1-0 Alma. Loser of this game will have to turn around, get a short little time to rest, and then have to turn around and play Med Valley. Camry Scott back at the service line. Bulls won the first set. Alma's won the sets 2 and 3. Good setup far side. Off hands picked up by Neubauer. Going to be bump set by Scott far side. Epp gets a good swing. There was a block. No, they're going to say 4 hits. There was no touch there, and we're tied at 1. Back at the service line at Highline, we'll put Piper, the freshman Piper Poles. Good dig by Neal. Good first pass to set up far side. Moore off a block. Out of bounds. Point to Alma. 2-1 Cardinals. Vade net back at the service line. And a good serve. Back row pass by Schultz. Pulling the work of Ruda. Right there is Scott. Moore sets it up far side. Neubauer's going to get a swing down the line. Not quite, kind of off the line a little bit, but right from that back line. Kills good. 3-1. Ball game in the third. Alma up 2-1 in the match, and Epp rolled one over. Overpass by Highline. Set it up for Moore. Big swing off block. It's going to be net violation. Going to be called. Actually, 2 hits going to be called. I think Ruda. Right at the nets. 2 hits going to be called. 4-1 ball game. Epps back to serve again. Schultz get first pass and pushed over this time by Pole. Didn't set things up on a third chance. Moore over a block. Finds a open space. 5-1. Coach Lunger, I kind of think of Claire Pole. Why did you send it over on 2? You had a chance. I think you had a hitter right here ready. 5-1. Pole this time will go to Ruda. Has to over the block and hit off of hands. Out of bounds. 5-2. Claire Pole. Or Lauren Rudis, beg pardon, back at the service line. Hits the top of the tape. Moore's right there. Far side pushed over this time by Neubauer. Pole worked the middle tight set to Schultz. Moore was right there, sent over by the Bulls. Work Moore again. Nice setup that time by Cameron Scott. It's 6-2 Alma. Abby Poole for Alma back at the service line. Cardinals up by 4, hit straight up, shanked a little bit, now pushed, bumped over by Poles. Chance for the Cardinals at Poole. Roll shot by Moore. Highline a chance, worked the middle with Schultz off hands that time. Good dig by Neal. Back set, Neubauer gets a swing, cross courts. Dug up, Highline, pushed over. Schultz off hands that time, could be raced down. Neal, and then, yeah, they'll save it again. Bumped over by Moore. Still playing, now pushed over by Pole that time. Covered up nicely. Scott roll shot, hits a little backwards, saved, and now bumped over by Highline. Longest rally we've had in a while. Epp going to be set by Pole. Moore will kind of swat at it. And now bumped over by Highline. This one's going out of bounds. Harris, a little bit too much. 7-2. Long rally there by both teams. Abby Poole back at the service line. On the serve. Bump set by Pole. Going to be Schultz a swing. Good dig by Neal that time. Set far side. Moore, actually it's Scott, goes, that would have been long out of bounds and taken by Highline. And now bumped over. And a falls, Schultz. So it worked out for Highline that time, despite the mistake of taking that to one back row. Would have went out. It all worked out. 7-3 Alma. Back at the service line, Bentley Stubbs. Back row pass by Epp. Poole, back set. Moore gets a swing and through the block. Kills on the way and good. It's 8-3. Sure. As I see Coach Moore will go to her bench. Kaylee Molson, freshman, will check in for the first time, and a missed serve by Moore. Shanked it, threw it, or not threw it, but served it wide out of bounds. 8-4 ball game. Bristol Kubert back at the service line. Back pedal is Epp, going to be bump set by Poole. Pushed over by it was blocked. They're going to call 4 hits. Going to be called. There was apparently no block at the net. No block of the nets, and called 4 hits, so it's 8-5. Highline trying to mount a rally here. Need this set to force a 5th. Poole, Scott, back row, back right in the back line. It's good, 9-5. Alma will send Haley Neubauer back to the service line again. Yeah, we got some severe thunderstorm warnings. Hayes, Lincoln, and Chase counties going on right now. Keeping an eye as a 9-6. Alma hits it out of bounds. Keeping an eye on another line of storms, I think, that could be affecting maybe, say about 8 o'clock or so. Bump set far side. Epp gets a good swing blocked, and a solid block by Claire Pohl. It's 9-7. Maybe not. We'll see. It might stay. Everything might stay west of here, it looks like, possibly. 9-7 ball game. Epp gets another swing, and this one kills on the way and good. 10-7 Alma. In the 4th. By the way, this is the only match so far that has not been a sweep. Everything else has been a sweep except this one match right here. Set a pole. Near side, it's going to be Ruda. Off hands that time, picked up by Alma. Far side, it's going to be Epps. Pushes it over. Ruda gets a swing. He'll swipe at it and can be saved. It cannot be saved. 4 hits. Point. Highline, it's 10-8. Getting ready for the next round of games going on. Actually, but the consolation games go on next at all the sites. As it'll be Southern Valley and Bertrand. That'll be the next game over there, the 3rd game. As Epp in the net, it's 10-9. It'll be Southern Valley Bertrand. Next game at Cambridge. Sutherland and Juanita Palisade will play over at Benkelman, and Paxton and Wallace will play in the consolation game over at Hayes Center. Epp gets another swing. Kind of cut that shot a little bit. 10-9. Alma lead down to 1. Push back row. Far side Epp gets a little roll shot. Didn't get much of it that time. Covered up nicely. Ruda gets a swing. Cross court kills on the wing. Good. Tie ball game, 10 apiece. Well, Coach Lundrev has got to be happy with what his team's played. You know, they were swept by Alma the first time, and they have played them. It's in the 4th set now, playing them tight. Won that first set. A roll shot by Epp. Fisted and can't be kept alive. Nice effort that time for Highline by Piper Poles. Cardinals get a point back and get the lead, 11-10. And I got some trainer over there on the far side, tending to Taylor Poole, I do believe. Kind of checking that left arm a little bit. Stretching out, one of the trainers here at the site. Tapped over by Claire Pohl. Moore gets a swing, and it's off of the hand of Bristol Kubert. Point Alma, 12-10, Cardinals by 2. Both coaches have both timeouts left. Nobody's burned one yet. (12-10) in the 4th. Good serve by Camry Neal. Bottom dropped out of that thing. Good dig. Nice effort by Schultz, but shanked the pass. 13-10. Cardinals by 3. Coach Linger was going to burn that first timeout. He's kind of walking down toward the official, but no move yet. And a missed serve by Cameron Neal, 13-11. On the serve, back row pass by Epp. Pushed over by Cameron Scott, and it went off hands off of Highline. Couldn't control it. 14-11 score. Cardinals have led throughout this 4 sets. Baden net back at the service line again. 14-11. Bump set by Paul. Swing out of bounds, off hands, off Neal. I think he's trying to pull that hand back. Off the swing by Kubert and just couldn't quite do it. Knew at that last second it was going to go long, 14-12. Lauren Ruda back at the service line. Short serve. And it's going to be a net violation against Alma. Poole in the net, 14-13. Cards lead down to 1. Appreciate everybody in our Kicks 96.1 YouTube channel. Hit that subscribe button if you would. Doesn't cost you anything. Just helps with our numbers out. We appreciate that. Got 68 people on the YouTube channel watching right now. 14-13. Neubauer, it's going to send it out of bounds long. Caught it up high. We're tied at 14-14. Helmets get that lead. Just can't put them away. Highline getting back in the swing of things. Tie ball game, 14-14, trying to force a 5th. Rudas, service line, Moore's right there. Poole, far side. Neubauer's going to get a swing cross court. They set it far side in the nets. Bristol Kuberts. Point Alma, 15-14, Cardinals by 1. Abby Poole back at the service line. And an ace serve right in front of Libero Harris that time, 16-14. Can Alma close it out? I see Medicine Valley heading back to the locker room. Final instructions will play the loser of this game coming up here in a little bit. Our next match. Schultz sends it way out of bounds on the third chance, 17-14. Coach Lundgren's got 2 timeouts. You got to burn one. Yeah, he'll burn it now. It's like, what are you waiting for? 17-14 Alma. We're back to Bartley in just a moment at the Kicks 96.1 YouTube channel. Back here in Bartley, 17-14 Alma. Highline burns their first of 2 timeouts, trying to slow things down a little bit. Harris back row pass. Pole sets it up. Off a swing that time by Schultz, saved by Neal. Bump set, and now bumped over by Moore. A chance for the Bulls. They need some points right here, trailing by 3. Pole set it up near side. Big swing by Kubert again right there. Alma has it. Work Moore again. Swing. Cross court off of Harris's hands. Sideline. 18-14. 4-point Alma lead. Cardinals win this. They'll win the match. They'll get a game off and play Southwest coming up tonight. Winner of that game would then go on to the RPAC. I call it the East. Would be the East Championship chance on Monday night. Missed serve, 18-15. Back at the service line is Bentley Stubbs. Back row pass by Epp. More tight set, and she got enough on it that time without crossing the line. Points 19-15 Cardinals. There's some more back at the service line. Molzon checking back in that front row for Alma. In the nets, Riley Schultz. Set was off the net that time, and Alma's the first to 20 to 15 in the third. More short serve right there, covered up nicely, pushed over though. Highline didn't set everything up. Far side, Scott, big swing, cross court, hit straight up. It's going to bounce off the backboard a little bit. Ruda, and now free ball over by Schultz, and it's going to go out of bounds long. She got too much on it that time. 21-15. Alma 4 points away from advancing. Coach Looney's going to burn his final timeout. Nope, not going to do it. 21-15. More at the service line. Right there's Ruda. Could be set by Pohl. Schultz dug up by Moore. Poole sets up for Molzon. Gets a swing. Ruda's right there. Now Pohl. Kubert dug up by Epp. Far side going to be Cameron Scott. Off the tape. Nope, four. They're going to call. They didn't whistle it. Should have been 4 hits. Alma's, or Highline thought it was 4 hits. The R2 said it was 4 hits. Now they're going to get the point. R2 was wanting the up official to call that, and she didn't. But Highline gets the point anyway. 21-6-2. 21-16, sorry. On the serve, backpedal is Epp. Get a little sideways pull, and now push over by Neubauer. And Aldana, good pass at all. Back row that time by Bristol Kubert for Highline. It's 22-16. Alma 3 points away, and Coach Lunger's going to burn that final timeout. This is it. 22-16 Cards. We're back to Bartley in just a moment. Kicks 96.1 YouTube channel. Back here at Bartley, 22-16. Highline burns their final timeout. Alma up 2-1, leads here at 22-16. Short serve, Ruda, overpass. Epp sends it back, thought she had the corner, but Highline covers up. Schultz off hands, picked up by Moore, back row. Pools right there, back row tech by Tristan Moore. Kept alive by Highline, bumped over by Ruda. Chance for the Cardinals again. Poole sets it up far side. Epp off the net, roll shot. Good dig, Alma, or by Highline, sorry. Pushed in the nets by Ruda. Came out of nowhere that time to push it over and in the net. 23-16. Roll shot, kind of a roll shot that time by Neubauer on the serve that time, and in the net. 23-17. So Highline needs some magic right here to happen. Riley Schultz back at the service line. Line drive right there is Moore. Saved by Epp on 2. Chance for Highline right there, but they're having some struggles. Pushed over in the net. And here is match point number 1 for Highline, or for Alma, sorry, 24-17. Cameron Scott, the junior center, back at the service line. Good serve. Set up near side. Ruda gets a swing, cross court, picked up by Moore. Bump set by Scott, far side. Epp's going to get a little roll shot, so Highline covers it up. Tight set, tipped over. Epp will send it back a row. Chance for Highline here with Pohl. Ruda gets a good look and through the block. 24-18. Match point number 2 is coming up. Again, we'll have a little time after this match is done to let the loser of this game get a little rest up, and then they'll play Med Valley. Match point number 2 for Alma. On the good serve. Epp, not the greatest pass, and now Epp will send it over. The hard swing that time. Tight set of the nets, and Highline can't pick it up, and that's your ball game, 25-18. As Cardinals rallied to win the lost the first set, won the next 3, and advance on. 25-18, and back with more here from Bartlett, the Kicks 96.1 YouTube channel. All right, Rich back here at Bartley. Let's go over some scores. Once again, we just watched Alma win in 4. Lost the first set, came back and win the next 3 over Highline. The Highline will get a little bit of a break here at Medicine. They'll play Medicine Valley in the consolation matchup. The other consolation matchup, Southern Valley over Bertrand in set number 1, 25-13. That game over in Cambridge. Paxton over Wallace, 25-16. That's in set number 1. Once again there as well. So we're gonna reset a little bit and get back on our Kicks 96.1 YouTube channel and on Kicks 96.1 radio coming up here in just a little bit.